Let's go! Guys, today I got something crazy to show you. A big warning for everyone holding Bitcoin right now. As you know, on my channel, not only am I bringing you when I see something bullish, also when I got a big warning sign, I am going to bring that to you. But guys, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. As you can see, we haven't broken through this triangle yet, but a move is imminent. You can see how many times we have actually been trying to break it right here. But just like we talked about yesterday, we did have a fake out here. We did have a couple of fake outs here. And yes, indeed, we did have a very small fake out right here. But I'm going to tell you what I think is going to be next here for Bitcoin. We're talking a bit about Ethereum, and then we're also talking about Cardano because they had a huge announcement yesterday. So welcome back everybody. My name is Cristiano, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in these markets. If you're new to the channel, I would appreciate if you subscribe, like the video, and now let's get right into the Bitcoin price. So you can see that where we left off yesterday, as you know, I did post a video, big Bitcoin move is imminent. So what do we see right now? Well, we still haven't broken out of this, but the good news for every bull out there is that we are actually at the higher end here. And in fact, are we able to spot another smaller triangle within this big triangle? Possibly. So I mean, yes, this is telling us that we are going to have a move sooner than the apex of this triangle. Basically, today, if we manage to break this to the upside, we will have that move today, also breaking the big triangle as we are breaking this smaller one. Or we could just go down here and perhaps test the floor of this bigger triangle. So this is something you need to pay attention to right now for Bitcoin. And if you want to know about the resistance levels and the supports levels, should we break from this big triangle, then you got them right here. Also, I talked about them yesterday, so make sure to watch yesterday's video if you want to know more about that. But what we can see here on the hourly actually is that we have gone down. I mean, we are consolidating in this vicinity between the orange box and also this resistance line right here at 58,955. So you can see once again how important these levels are. You can see that we found support here, went down a premature support right here, and actually you could make a case that this is potentially going to be a bit of a W pattern should we go up here and break this line up here. So a W pattern, usually you want to see them from a downtrend. So you want to see it come like this, form the W, and then break out. Now we're actually coming from the upside. So this tells me that, yeah, you should probably not pay too much attention to this W because we are not coming from a downtrend. But if we remove these, you can also see that we are making a low high, a higher low. So this is also very significant for a W pattern. This is what I want to see. So if you were to treat this as a W pattern, how would you trade it? Well, you would trade it like this. So from the break of the neckline, not only are we going to break the W pattern, also we are going to break this next resistance level right here and potentially taking us to $60,000. But again, pay attention to this. You will not trade this until we actually break the neckline, which in this case is the orange line. And also I would not consider this a W pattern for the reason I talked about previously. We're not coming from a downtrend. All right, so this is where I start to bring you the warnings, okay? So first off, let's talk about the warning we talked about yesterday. So this one right here. And what is this? This is the price action from the previous big pump and the consolidation in Bitcoin. So the pump up until, not this one, hold on. The pump from, this big pump up until $42,000. And then I'm taking the price action from the drop here and the consolidation up until this point, 28th of January. So this whole thing right here. Okay, so I copied this price action and I applied it to right now where you had a similar structure in the market. You have a big uptrend and then you have a local top or perhaps a top altogether here at $62,000, although I do not think that this is going to be the top of the bull market. But then I just mirrored this. So I applied the price action from the previous run and you can see how similar it is actually. So I'm drawing it down. You can see how similar it is. I mean, you can fit this a bit better perhaps, but I'm going to draw it up now so that you can see it more clearly. You have this downtrend, consolidation, uptrend, consolidation down, and then this is potentially, if this repeats itself, potentially going to take us to $52,000. So this is the first thing we need to pay attention to right now. So this is the first warning. The next piece of warning is actually, before we talk about that, if you want to start trading yourself, you're able to still get $200 on Bybit, $200 on Femex, and $988 on C-Trade. So depending on the size of your first deposit, you are going to get any of these bonuses. Also, make sure to watch my trading tutorial at the end of this video. Now, let's talk about the big warning. So this is 2019 and this is where we are right now, and you have some huge similarities. First off, let's talk about Bitcoin, and I want to go to 2019. So let's do this on the daily. We had the top in Bitcoin in December of 2017, and then we went down. We actually hit $3,000 here. Now, this is not a complete price action because this is only starting from November of 2018. But during the whole of 2018, basically, it was a massive bear market, massive bearish year. Then in 2019, we had a big run here up until $14,000. This was huge. You can see that this was a parabolic move, kind of like what we've been seeing this year with Bitcoin as well. Okay, cool. So if we compare this parabolic move to the move we are seeing this year in Bitcoin, do we have some similarities? And the answer is yes. So I'm going to talk about this chart right here. In 2019, you had a golden cross right here at the pretty much at the start of this big bullish trend. And by the way, shout out to Trading Shot. So we start to go up, and then you have the first peak price-wise here at $14,000 actually. We go down and then we make a second peak at a bit lower here. But look at the LMACD. So you do have a bearish divergence right here on the LMACD, and this was the last time you saw this bearish divergence. You have not seen this since 2019 up until today. So now we have the same kind of bearish divergence here. And look at this golden cross right here. We have a parabolic move to the upside. And now we are seeing that bearish divergence on the LMACD here as well. Now, if we look at the very peak right here in 2019, that was at the, let's call it number 3 here on the LMACD. And at number 3 in the LMACD in this bull market right now, compared to 2019, we also had that peak. But the difference is that instead of having a second lower peak like we had in 2019, we have a second higher peak here in 2021. So is this going to turn out the same? Because you can see that what followed was a big dump, again, consolidation and dump, and just Bitcoin going down. Now, you would argue that the money printing changes everything. The corona situation changes everything. Institutional demand changes everything. And I am leaning towards that. I don't think, if I had a gun to my head, I would bet that this is not going to repeat like 2019. But it is that famous saying that this time is different, and usually it's not different. Usually history does not repeat, but it rhymes. But I would say that this is actually different. And by that, I'm not implying that we are going to shoot up to $70,000 tomorrow and then $100,000 in a month. No, what I am saying is that I don't think that we are going to have a, what is this? So from $14,000 and then we hit $3,000 again. That would be like a 75% drop or so again, if my math serves me right. But I don't think, as I said, we are going to have a 70 or 60% dump in this bull market. So yeah, that's just my opinion. We will see how it plays out. As always, I am bringing you both the good and the bad, keeping you informed on everything that's going on in this market. I guess one of the tells we could actually look for is if we have the bearish cross right here. So that's when the purple line crosses the green line from the upside to the downside. So yeah, we're keeping our eyes out for that, because that is really when the big dumps started to happen in 2019. Right, so let's continue. Let's talk about Ethereum. If you bought from this blue line, you're still up heavily. You can see that we tried my orange line here at 1,805. Ethereum still, money is flowing out from Ethereum to different platforms, Cardano, Polkadot, Binance Smart Chains, all of these other competitors. So Ethereum really does not have that momentum, but later on during the summer, this is why I also featured Ethereum in my 5 coins to 5 million right here, posted 1 week ago. I do believe that Ethereum is going to have a massive summer here moving into the next couple of months. So yeah, this is what I'm watching for Ethereum. Cardano had a huge pump on the buy the rumors, sell the news kind of stuff. It got listed on Coinbase Pro, big dump. Yesterday it was announced that it was going to be listed on the regular Coinbase as well. So yeah, we are probably going to see some volatile price action for Cardano during the next couple of days, as people take profit or people buy back into Cardano. I am going to keep you updated on Twitter. And as always, keep your coins secure. I am using a ledger. My coins are safe. Right, so thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I will see you in the next one.